They go play action with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out right at the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's going to get this down near the 25. Ben to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Minor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And, oh, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to try and throw. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
54. Let's go, D. Mike, I got you.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
For team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Roethlisberger looking to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 17-0 our score after 1. On 1st down, Minor. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Here's Booker on the catch. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Up the middle they go. Minor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
You got tape. You got tape. Let's go. He's checking clear. Check it back.
They'll run on first down.
Minor. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Out to his left. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let him know. Mike 54.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here.
I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Coming to you. Night, sweetheart.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chambers. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
On first down, Minor, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Check number 6. 31.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Here's James, and he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there.
68 yards.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Point after, right down the middle.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Steelers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point split was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run the option left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Minor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.